I'm Adrian Ghobrial. We're on board the 504 King streetcar. This is the busiest streetcar line in the entire city. More and more people are choosing to ride it. That's the good news for the TTC. The bad news for passengers is the whole entire network as it stands today can't handle the current demand. And data shows that passengers are going to be even more squeezed in the near future. Put it bluntly for me, Steve. You've been crunching the TTC's own numbers. What kind of situation are we looking at?
We are in a real mess.
Transit advocate Steve Monroe predicts that he sat in on more than 500 TTC meetings over the last 4 decades. The argument could be made that he knows more about Toronto's transit network than just about anyone else in the city. The data he's pointing out to us tonight is from a 2018 TTC report.
We should be very concerned. And yes, we're talking about streetcars, but this is an issue across the entire transit system.
The Transit Commission had an option in their contract with Bombardier to have 60 additional streetcars built. They declined to pick up the option. The TTC's projected ridership numbers show they need to be built by 2023 to even keep pace.
The TTC currently estimates that even if we had them, their capacity would be completely exhausted by 2023.
Monroe also points out that the city didn't set any money aside in the 2019 budget for the 60 new streetcars, and an order hasn't been made. We have no idea where these 60 streetcars are coming, and even if we had the order in today, they wouldn't be here by 2023.
No, we would be starting to get them, but the full order wouldn't be here.
To compound the pressing issue, the TTC's report also notes that by 2023, they need another 70 streetcars on top of the 60 that haven't even been ordered. Monroe adds that with a premier who has been vocal about his disdain for streetcars, any provincial funding in the short term is a long shot at best.
Doug Ford is going to discover that building subways isn't as cheap as he thought it was.
Here's the part of the story you may have heard. Bombardier has had major issues delivering 204 new streetcars. We're still waiting on 50 of them that should be delivered by the end of the year. Though even with a full fleet, they won't be able to meet the demands of riders today.
The only reason we can get by right now is that there are buses on some of the streetcar lines.
Is there an easy solution?
There's no easy solution. The big political problem is to start treating the transit system as a whole as an important city resource and not just focus on the subway system, and particularly not just focus on a handful of new lines.
We reached out to the Transit Commission today, as well as the chair of the TTC board, Jay Robinson. Neither of them were able to make any time for us before our deadline.